You've been asked to find the area bounded by the region x equals 3 minus y squared and x equals y plus 1. First of all, you should recognize, wait a minute, these aren't solved for y, they're solved for x. And anytime you see x equals y squared, you should be reminded from pre-calc that this is a horizontal parabola instead of a vertical parabola. The other line is diagonally x equals y plus 1. Of course, it would be easy to solve it as y equals x minus 1 as well. What I want you to recognize is that if we were going to find the area between this curve like we've been doing, we'd have to have vertical rectangles. And so first of all, I hope you can see there would be one shaded region between the line and the curve, and then a second shaded region between the curve and the curve. And this would be kind of weird because we'd be subtracting the curve minus the curve, which you really can't do unless you recognize that x equals 3 minus y squared can be broken up into y equals plus and minus radical 3 minus x. Well, that right there takes a lot of mental lifting. And then you're going to need two integrals. Instead, we can do everything we've been doing horizontally instead of vertically. So that means now I have a bunch of rectangles, and the base is now the right curve minus the left curve. And the height is our very small distance dy. And so my integral is now, I'm integrating vertically, so I've got a series of rectangles drawn horizontally. We start with our first one at -2, and our last one would be at 1. So we're going up and down now instead of left and right. And we're going to do the right curve minus the left curve instead of upper minus lower. Now we've got right minus left, because that's how we would calculate distance if we were going along the x-axis. And our height is now dy. So what that means then is our right curve is this one here, x equals 3 minus y squared. So I would have the integral from -2 to 1, and our right curve is 3 minus y squared, that is equal to x, minus my x curve on the left. Well, that was x equals y plus 1. So we have minus y plus 1. And my height was dy. Notice y, and y all have to match. We would have to be integrating with respect to the same variable. I can simplify a little bit here. -2 to 1. This is distributed in. 3 minus 1 would be 2 minus y squared minus y dy. And now the picture told me I meant my integration limits of -2 and 1, but we could have solved them just the same by letting x equal x, or 3 minus y squared equaled y plus 1. When you do, you get the integration limit shown, and now we'll just integrate. Integral of 2 is 2y. Integral of -y squared is -y cubed over 3. Integral of -y is -y squared over 2. And I'm integrating from -2 to 1. So I've plugged in my integration limits of 1 and -2 into each integrand. I've tried to show all my work of what plugs in where, and when you're all simplified, your answer is 4.5. Now try the next problem on your sheet.